And if Tyra can win more of that, they have a chance to win this.
Jorja Johnson kicks us off with first serve to Annalie Waters on the return. Match 2 upon us. Down it goes to the feet of Jorja early. Can't pop it up there.
No, it seems every match Annalie hits a rocket or a clean winner, like 1-0, give me the darn ball right now.
Dangerous start for the Fives. Still early, but a 2-0 lead to start. Epic atmosphere in Orlando. Backhand flick. Gets robbed off the tape. It's deep.
Jorja thought they lost the rally.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. And Tyra's like, hey, we good. It's out.
The world-class defense of Dulce and Annalie Waters full throttle across the net. 3-1 lead for New Jersey.
Yeah, just nowhere near the kitchen. Couldn't get a ball to bounce anywhere. That's a problem. I love the defense, but you don't want to defend your way to win.
Good pressure from Dulce in response, keeping things close early.
Yeah, great job by Tyra there, mixing up the patterns.
2-3.
Wow. I mean, sky high and wide. That is, you got to throw that one away. We saw one of those earlier, too. Just can't happen.
ATP and a beauty for Jorja Johnson.
My goodness, Jorja, because that's one of those, some of the time you need to let it travel. Other times you got to get on the horse. And my goodness, what a shot by Jorja. Blew it right past Mari.
Heavy cutter return from Mariana Humberg. Doesn't get a lot of bounce up on the other side. 2-point gap continues in favor of New Jersey.
5-3.
Ooh, it's deep. New Jersey gets away with it.
So Tyra has backspin and sometimes flat, so if she doesn't hit it cleanly, that ball is going to sail as it did right there. Got the paddle face open. That's not going to protect you on those balls off the tape. Up in the air and straight down, however, is never coming back.
Here we go, yeah.
Horses.
Great coverage by Mari Humberg and great communication.
Yes.
That lob would have been close either way. Helped her team make a commitment.
But I love the move, just went to where Annalie had been because she figured that's where they're going to try and hit it. That's just smart play.
Set up by Mari on the wicked backhand cut. And Annalie Waters buries it. 8-4 lead for the Fives. Will change ends at 13.
And so much for that. Get off to a good start and get a little bit of a lead for the Flash. Not happening.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
Waters playing singles in a doubles point. Trying to will her way through. All smiles from Ryan Harwood. He doesn't seem to mind.
Mama Waters ain't happy with that one, I can tell you that much. She wants them to just
5-8.
play fun, play aggressive, but don't play out of control, which AL certainly was there. And another, I mean, that third has got to get fixed. Every ball's got to be returned to Tyra if you're the Clowns, but that was up in the air. Again, that's just too easy for great players.
Oh, earned the shot she wanted, and Dallas survives it.
And that was what they did in the match earlier today. There were sitters for Mari, sitters for Anna Leigh. They were missed, and that almost came back to bite them. I mean, that ball is 5 feet out, too. So Tyra's got to get something going on with the thirds, change it, find a backhand, but the forehand is going way too high.
Waters, monstrous defensively.
Yeah, she got put in about 7 unfortunate predicaments and got out of every one of them, and then the tape helps them, and they're rolling again.
11-6.
Middle ball seems to be a target for Dallas in New Jersey. Cleans it up again. Cue the 5 count. Zane Navratil and Ryan Harwood cueing their 5 fan base.
See if they can get anything done on offense here, but Tyra, I guarantee you Mari wants to get this return over to her. Much better. Stop, drop shot, pros.
Oh, Hurricane Tyra Black sneaks in the angle.
They're both back here in complete control. Tyra is probably the fastest runner of all the ladies, if not top 3, and that has no chance of working. And now you've invited them to the kitchen.
Their way back in is the Dallas Flash.
Yeah, so I love what Mari did there. She had the real hard cutter right at the right foot of Tyra, which did get popped up.
Wow, that was a nice serve by Tyra. Not a lot of room to go for Mari on the return. New Jersey still comes away with it. 13-9 lead at the end. Waters and Mariana Humberg take the side with the sun in their face now through the rest of game number 1.
Yeah, and that, as we get a little later, can really become a problem for that left side player. I think she'll be fine for right now.
Oh, Humberg had a sitter, and Dallas takes over instead.
Yeah, big cut well off the kitchen line, though. Great serve. And I like Tyra. Stop trying to drop the ball. Just go with a 70% drive. It'll at least get you going towards the kitchen. It's a less nervy shot. Like if you can't feel it and you're feeling a little nerves, hitting a drop is the hardest shot to hit other than a dead dink. Oh, my.
So if you know a player's nervous, you're going to tell him to drive on the third?
Absolutely.
Yeah, makes sense.
14-11.
No. I mean, they're pointing at AL, but the one thing she did do is she aborted the mission of being aggressive there and just threw it in the kitchen, but she was well off the court.
It's just back off the lob attempt of Hurricane Tyra Black. 5-point lead carved out from New Jersey. They won match 1 at 10 a.m. this morning, looking to claim the crown here in match 2. Dallas needs to win this or they're done.
And AL is everywhere right now. And you can feel that pressure on the other side, too, because where is safe?
Tyra Black amping up her offense.
Love it.
Transition on the one-handed backhand, too.
It's a hard shot to hit because you're moving, and AL Dub is right in front of you. Slice the slice. Full Ginsu.
Humberg crushing that lob attempt, but Dallas doing a nice job. They're finding some middle balls that are pulling Annalie Waters out of position.
I can tell you what Jorja did. I'm going to lob. When I get the ball, I'm going to lob. She's thinking that whole rally, and then she didn't get the perfect ball to lob, but you predisposed that I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to trick them all, and then not good, and then that's not good either. And this has been the theme when these that brilliantly.
Mari steps in to take the middle ball, gets robbed by the tape. Dallas was on their heels.
Yeah, Jorja, again, much like earlier today, is just in this playing defense, supportive role, doesn't see the ball a ton.
Tyra, same scenario on the other side. Looking for something.
To hit a ball that high and then come charging in behind it, but she trusted that Mari wouldn't speed up a backhand, and she was actually right. I mean, this is such a hard match for Jorja because when she gets the ball, it's usually when there's trouble brewing. It's not like, oh, look, it's a setup for you. You're having to counter or deal with something Annalie is throwing at your feet. She's playing really well.
Right down at the feet of Jorja. That backhand goes the paddle of Annalie Waters. New Jersey needs 5 to take a 1-game lead. We'll play 4 doubles games in this match. Nice put away for Tyra Black. Set up right on a tee for her beautifully.
Yeah, they got to just put the ultimate freeze out on Annalie Waters right now and make Mari get those 5 points.
Did that well at the end of game 1 and match 1 this morning. He goes right back down the line on Jorja Johnson out of the middle.
Yeah, that ball, I don't even understand the selection there from Jorja because Mari's on the line, fed her forehand, and paid the price.
The shark in the water. Annalie Waters poaching on anything near that two-handed backhand in the middle.
22-16.
Can't figure out how she missed it. Dallas will take it back. 5 points to catch up to New Jersey. Time running out.
Okay, so Tyra is certain she made it, and this is using the front half of the court and the angle. Oh, no. Off speed for some reason, and Groundhog Day here.
Yeah, exactly. Oddly similar to how game one went down earlier this morning. It's wide. Jorja Johnson beckoning the comeback. Dallas within 2.
And if you want to look at what a nervous clown looks like, just look at the bench. The players are trying to get their nervous energy through it, but the bench is worked up. To Anna Leigh that did not have to happen. Just that's the discipline you have to have here, especially in rally scoring. Mari has made a couple mistakes. Just keep giving her the ball because Anna Leigh changes the way those patterns go, and now they're within 2. It's a great serve. Look out.
Nice follow-up pursuit. Right, Tyra Black earning it right back.
So can Tyra get some sort of a third that gets them to the kitchen and then get in the cross-court pattern? That is what they have to have right here. Welcome to overhead practice.
And world-class defense. Game point for the New Jersey Fives. They've been in this situation before. It required several to get it done this morning. We'll see how they persevere in this moment in match 2.
Yeah, but that last rally just shows you they're nowhere near the kitchen, and then it's just this fight for your life. Here we go. Man, that serve almost missed, too, from Anna Leigh. And looks over at the bench. So, yes, there are nerves there.
22-24.
I mean, it's fun to watch, but it is not winning pickleball when you are scrapping like this to get to the kitchen every single time.
Game point number 2 for New Jersey, who has to win it on their serve. Dallas can continue to earn points.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
Jorja Johnson. She's okay. Took a tumble into the backboards and gets up right away to give the high five. That is a tough cookie right there, and a world-class response from a tough situation.
So a shank off a paddle ends up being the winning shot, and then I was very worried for how close she was to the video board. And it looked like, I hope, just a glancing blow, because her...
Jersey can get the 2-game edge here. They have a potential to sweep in a clinching scenario. Each match composed of 4 doubles games and a 5th dream breaker in singles if it's required for a tiebreak situation, which we saw earlier this morning.
Yeah, I think we'll see the same mixed matchups no matter how this particular men's match goes.
Can't imagine those changing either. Augie Ge with the first serve over to Zane Navratil. The Flick Wizard showing off early in point number 1. That's why he wears it on the back of his shirt.
1-0.
Just wide and a slow start early for the Fives.
A little uncertainty on the middle ball. Clank paddles, change the face, and ever so slowly goes wide. Very flat start. They need one of those 1, 2, 3 energies over there for the Fives.
3-0.
And I can't tell you that Jorja is going off with the medical personnel right now. So definitely something to keep an eye on.
It's wide for Augie.
Kind of a rocky start here for the Fives. Just nothing special from the flash to get the lead, and that's the best way to start.
Scrappy points. Dulce takes hold of a 4-point lead.
And it was Augie that started it off the tape. Then the Flick Wizard helped him out with the counter. But then you saw the magic hand speed of Zane and Will almost got them back even, but too much flash. So sometimes when J-Dub goes to the two-handed backhand roll, he will not get a clean swing at it and pop it up, and Will was all over that one.
2-5.
Massive serve coming from Zane. Flash might even just ask Onisha just to get in his head. Is that legal? Will Howells. That's a moving counter from the midcourt. That's really good. Augie was surprised by how much he got on that.
What a rally for the Fives. We're locked up at 5 apiece. And now Dulce looks a little deflated.
And this happened earlier when they played. It was not pretty around the 19 to 20 range, and then they were terrific down the stretch. Boy, that return just caught. Augie speeds it up again, and the counter wins cross court.
Play by Augie Ge.
Yeah, he had so much time. You want to talk about a high third. That's when demons enter your mind, like, ooh, I could Ernie this. I could hit a backhand. I could let it bounce. That's great to just go get it. Take that angle away. Wow, just a little shuffle of the feet, let the ball get just a little bit lower, and then not a good swing. So Augie's got to bring that level up to where he was at the end of the first one of these. Ooh, up the top.
Zane Navratil, the captain of this New Jersey Fives team. Leigh Waters telling me before this how much he admires his ability to lead. This play through the middle, she said, it's nice to have a player-driven motivator where it's within the team, and you can speak to that as a general manager. She says Zane holds people accountable in practice. He takes it very seriously, has a good balance of having fun and when to be business-like. That shows with the 4 MLP title accolades he has.
Yeah, because there needs to be respect to the coach and general manager, and then there needs to be they've been in the battle on the 20x44 with me, and they get it. So what he's saying, I'm sure, is gospel, especially for Mari and Will, who don't have the extent of experience that Anna Leigh Waters has playing in the cauldron that is a final here. He's also got the corporate experience, which doesn't sound like it would benefit you. It absolutely does, from managing people, dealing with adults. Adults stink sometimes, man, especially in a cubicle world. Yes.
Always planning the team practices, always on time. He'll call people out.
10-8.
Good at making sure those practices mean something, too.
Wow, Augie, come on.
Wow. Incredible point. New Jersey will steal it, though. The defense of Augie Ge, sensational. The New Jersey Fives crowd goes wild.
Yeah, well, if you dig a hole that big with a popped-up dink, you're the one that has to build the ropes, or not going to get help anywhere else. And J-Dub was the one that couldn't ultimately help anymore. Great job by Howells of manipulating the paddle to get that reset and get into this.
At out point 9.
Yeah, and they just tried to drag his foot over there and cut it back cross court. So sometimes within a rally, your legs can just get a little stagnant. He had to do such a good job to get to the kitchen. Not a good contact on the last one, though.
Jorja Johnson finishing off what Augie Ge started. And the comeback nearly complete. Dulce could tie it up here. You can't really put your finger on the momentum. It's been shifty.
Back and forth, yep. And I would like to see a lot more when they get a shorter return of driving crash or dropping crash. That's not something you see from J.W. Johnson a lot, but infinitely capable.
11-11.
Off speed. J-Dub sitting on that, and just, you can, with the two-handed backhand, again, you got to brush the ball just right, but it can look like it has pace. That's another benefit of the two-handed backhand, but you have to perfect that or you will pop that up. So that's a great shot from Will Howells. And that's an even better shot from Will Howells. And he would like to hear from all the people with the big red noses after that. Wow, what a rope of a forehand.
How did that one get through? Cross court, no less. We're going to step aside for just a moment. New Jersey riding the 2-point lead at the end. Nice conversation with Ryan Harwood. Stuck his neck out for his buddy, who he was training with a lot in the Southeast Florida area. Said, you got to keep an eye on this Will Howells guy. I think you should take him because I think he deserves to be in premier level. And quite frankly, if I'm going to play against him at the challenger level, I want him out of the challenger level. So
selfish, John.
He was willing to own it and thought Will Howells was capable, and it's proven to be just that.
And Johnny's got his hands full back here on grandstand, as it was a sweep for him in the Miami club in the first one, and then they got swept in the second game. So the third game over there will start in a little while.
Bizarre scoreline there. Will taking over in the middle. And this men's doubles team goes as Will Howells goes, it seems.
Yeah, because Zane's going to be steady, not miss a lot of thirds or dinks. You're not going to get that, reaction from him missing a ball he usually makes.
Wow, what a lead from Augie Ge. Had it lined up to strike it through.
What a smart shot by Zane. Just, if you can't do anything else, throw that up in the air, and that gives you time to reset a defensive position.
Ooh, it's good. What a play from the flash.
I mean, that was brilliant from Howells, and somehow he didn't win the rally.
Deep, what pressure from Augie Ge. Down the line on Will Howells. Zane Navratil had some wisdom for Will on his way back.
Yeah, no disguise on that coming his way, but then it was Howells that was off balance and jumping, and his counter sailed well deep.
Augie Ge on that backhand, a thing of beauty.
And why not? That's what the flash players are so capable of poaching. Not just standing in the same spot. It's so much easier to play against when the other team's moving. That just gives you another thing you have to look at. So a little bit more of that from J-Dub and Augie, not just in this match, but in their mixed matches will be necessary.
Just lost his footing there, a little bit too high on the dink. I was just going to say, too, that was an area that Julie and Mark both felt Augie has improved on a lot. That two-handed dink, that soft stuff from the kitchen. He's taken a lot of strides there this season, though that one popped up a bit.
Let's get the high fives figured out if that's your team name there, boys. Come on. Boy, Leigh Waters screaming, come on, energy. What a shot. The one before that was a terrific save.
Fist pump is about as much emotion you'll get out of Jorja Johnson.
He's going crazy.
That's how you know it's really good. Even a fist bump is a rare sighting from that guy.
Doesn't mean he doesn't want it more than everybody on this court.
No, very true. Just yourself.
Yeah, Mark Molthen's over there. He's the nicest guy in the world who's poured so much into that. You look over at that, you're like, I want to win for him and me.
Yep.
And that's the big difference with Major League Pickleball.
Especially for an ownership group that takes such good care of their teams.
100%.
That Mark being one of those, as well as the New Jersey Fives, two great ownership groups.
Yes.
No mystery as to why they're in this point in the final.
That's the J-Dub indecision. And if he doesn't hit the 2E perfect on the dink, that's what happens. So that's what the fives have to do, grind.
Ball was really troublesome for Will Howells in match one.
What a shot by Augie, though, because when Will saw the paddle, there's no way that's going to my backhand. That's terrific.
Howells and Navratil discussing some communication aspects on their side. Whoa.
Just outrageous hands here. Oh, no. And then,
on the easy one, dishes it up high to the forehand of J.W. Johnson.
I mean, after all that, because it's so close to the net, you can't really hit that ball hard, and it's going to go deep, so tough choice for Will there. Ooh, I thought it got a carryover. Good return. If Augie lets that go to the Flick Wizards paddle, Zane's life would have flashed before his eyes, because I was going to get demolished coming cross court to him. See if that matters, because that would have been 22-16.
Johnson continuing where he's been dominant so far in this game, number 2.
We haven't seen a wild point like that. This is not the time.
Oh, unfortunate bounce for Augie. Down the line, New Jersey looking to cling to anything to get things going.
And the anything isn't flashing. They have to grind the flash. Can they do it is the question here.
Might not be what Will Howells wants to hear at this point.
Exactly.
They'll get one back.
I mean, if you've got to look in the midcourt to rip the ball, that's different.
Yes.
Key is to be on balance.
Ooh. Zane threatened the Ernie, just couldn't do much with it, and J.W. Johnson and Augie Ge defended the offense handedly of Will Howells.
Such a great read by Zane, and just not tall enough to get that ball down, so he's reaching a little bit. That put it off the tape, and then trouble. What's up, Monsters, Inc.?
What a play. Augie Ge stays patient in the cross-court battle, then rips it down the line on Howells in the perfect spot. Game point, Dallas. JW Johnson hits an out ball and doesn't care. Closes it out, 25-19. One game apiece, both sides. We will play all 4 games and turn our attention to mixed doubles.
For cross-court dinking.
0-0.
Sibling duo, one of the best mixed doubles teams in the world, will serve first. That's a nice angle from Zane Navratil out of the gate, playing the right alongside Mariana Humberg on the left. Another dynamic that seems to work well for the fives. You mentioned the mid-season adjustment there.
Yeah, normally it's what we'll see in the next match. You put the lefty guy on the right side. You got all these forehands in the middle, but again, the prowess of Humberg on the left side is why they play it this way, and they're so close to a title, so it's obviously working. And we got a footfall. Very little of that, very little line call. We had maybe one of the worst MLP calls we've ever had that got quickly overturned in the women's. Sky ball.
JW Johnson and Jorja Johnson persevere.
I can assure you in the second mixed match, the player where J-Dub is currently located is not going to enjoy themselves. Even right now, you can see him kind of squinting through that sunlight.
And no sunglasses either for JW Johnson. And a few players wearing protection. There's Zane Navratil.
Yeah, I wear sunglasses at dusk because I hate squinting, let alone in this. But it's what makes you comfortable with seeing the ball, and if you don't usually wear them, you can't just be throwing them on at this point. Great return again from Zane. Two-handed backhand roll dink. A lot of those have found the net. So again, there's easy ways to win. There's less flashy ways to win. Now, if it's up in the air, enter at your own risk, because that's a problem.
Speed serve from JW Johnson. Play by Zane Navratil. How do you explain the off-speed serve there, what JW is trying to accomplish on Mari's return?
A lot of the guys and women that like to slice like a little paste to come back with so you can really carve that, but Mari is so good at it that she is not affected by that. But I love changing the pace for anybody out there. Don't give them the same serve always, because you get on it and then you really have it well timed. It's like a pitcher throwing a changeup. No changeup there, just all power.
Not too high from Mari Humberg. They seem to have the early edge in the point. Gave it up by popping it up. Dulce covers a 2-point lead. Court to work with. Mari goes wide.
Such a difficult overhead for so many reasons. We haven't seen one. Good disguise and staring right into the sun. That's terrific from the Flick Wizard.
equalization point for JW Johnson. He is on the cross-court dink battle in the backhand situation against Mari.
And it's going to be 50-50 some of the time with the errors, and J-Dub just cannot let that go any worse than that.
Wide goes Mari to the backhand of JW Johnson. The battle continues between those two cross-court.
So you dink middle to make him then have to move to that backhand and not be set, and that's how you get the error. So smart manipulation of the dinks. What a return, skidding off the tape. Yeah, I'd love to see it since we don't have many calls. Let's see one of those trucks, see if that was on the line or well inside it.
9-5.
Speed serve. Jorja winds up, hits it long on the third. Zane Navratil, a heavy server.
Yeah, and you saw that the cut from Mari wasn't nearly as difficult, but Jorja missed an easier shot.
Jorja's on it, and Navratil stepping over to help Mari out on a few of those balls out of the air, and New Jersey inching their way back.
And everybody that plays doubles at home, get closer to your partner. The minute that thing is sped up, you can do no help when you're that far away. Get there like Zane did there. Just don't drive your thirds like Zane did there, however. So they haven't been able to stack a couple here, Michelle, and that's why the deficit has maintained that 2 to 3 to 4 range for the Johnson siblings. Tried that same shot. He effectively hit the short angle earlier. Serve down the middle, so show a lot of the pop-up and then rip one to the tee. So love that from J-Dub. Gets a free point.
Oh, Jorja Johnson takes over the...
Now we're at 13-7, so a much more dominant performance to start. And I think they're playing on the harder side, Michelle, with that sun that we've talked about. So they have everything, in theory, working for them.
13-7.
Oh, my goodness. Georgia's like, I have no idea how we're not hitting the ball over to them to serve. And Zane kind of went off speed again there instead of just destroying that through the middle. Two touchdowns to 1 here on a Sunday.
Another sitter gone wrong for the fives.
So if that ball's coming across your body, it is going to be getting lower as you start your swing. So drops down just a bit, catches the tape, and the Johnson siblings continue and went with the lob serve. And Mariana Humberg, somebody you want at your Thanksgiving table for so many reasons. So fun to be around, and I would hand her the knife and say, carve the turkey with the way you carved the Vulcan V Pro flight. marching hard over here. A lot to say after a bunch of different rallies.
Howells working out and warming up on another court.
That's what they did earlier.
Yep.
So hard to say that wasn't the right thing to do as they won the first 11 points of their match.
Miss. The fives crumbling, and the Johnson siblings dominating in game 3.
17.
Jersey, gain some confidence for Navratil.
Ryan Harwood almost out onto the court trying to get them fired up.
10-17.
Great serve.
And on point 18.
Jorja just fantastic in this match because she's been so under control, making the shot she needs to, and when she's got a chance like that one, speeding it up, and just the handling of that serve and putting it deep enough where they weren't in complete jail was terrific. This is the #2 mixed doubles team in the world, and they're showing it. Some players cover their mouths because of the words that are coming out there. That wasn't the case with Jorja. She just can't believe she didn't make it.
11-18.
Send it up on a tee. And Zane's not happy.
No, Zane's joking with Onisha about the fact it went off his foot and went over. Volleyball, you would know, that's okay.
Yep.
But not here.
19-11.
Fortunately. That'd be fun.
That would. Yeah. Mario needs a timeout. The lobs have been brutal here in this, but this is a statement from the Johnsons. This is the best they've played as a duo in the men's match. And those 4 points, though, in the Dream Breaker, and they'll have to do it again if they lose this, could be the difference. So all the intangibles matter, but he hasn't gotten a regulation win here.
It's a great point by you. 4 games within a match, and it is a full team effort. Potentially 5 games here. I'm predicting a Dream Breaker, as you were earlier to start this one. Not a rocket science prediction with the given matchups when you've got the strength of this mixed doubles team for Dulce and the strength of Annalie Waters.
And the fact that the Flash can't put best on best to see how that would go. That's a big factor. That's why, while they have all the advantages here, if we would get to a third matchup, it would be interesting if the Flash won the toss, and could they put J-Dub and Jorja against Anna Leigh? That could be the difference. So great from Jorja there. Knew she popped her dink up a little bit, and Mari doesn't fake anything when she wound up on the forehand. And Jorja just sat backhand and said, bring it, and clobbered the counter. Terrific play from Jorja.
Action said it all. Julie Johnson proudly clapping on the sideline. Navratil not willing to give up.
Oh.
Humberg back to serve. Check out the hand speed of Zane Navratil. Awesome. Off the tape. Take the bounce and run with it. And down it goes again. Navratil trying to forge a comeback. A lot of real estate to work with, but there's some.
Again, Jorja handles a terrific serve from Navratil and gets their team right back, stops the clown momentum.
23-14.
Just wide from Mari off the tape. Dallas earns a game point with the flash mob at their backs.
24-14.
Game point saved for the team in red. Come back in match one, but it wasn't this big of a deficit, that's for sure. Did Mari and Navratil. Keep an eye on it, though.
It took 5 game points to get it done, but it's a lot easier to play when the other side has 15 instead of 22.
24-15.
Second game point denied for Dallas. New Jersey continues to hunt for points. Dallas has to win it on their serve, which can be problematic. Usually doesn't get problematic until the other team gets to 20. We'll see. Wow. Zane Navratil gets away with an out ball, but is electric on the finishing pose.
Yeah, so he has ramped up his aggressiveness, and Jorja could do nothing except defend herself there with the paddle. Absolutely going out, but yeah.
Oh, and that's one way to beat an aggressive guy in mix. You catch them when they're crashing to the middle, and Jorja did that beautifully.
What a shot. Ryan Harwood, what you clapping for there? Your team just got burned, brother.
Game point number 3 for Dallas.
24-17.
Heavy angle to close, 25-17, the final, and down. Crazy to think about that indeed. Augie Ge will continue the first serve trend on the side of Dallas. New Jersey opted to be the receiving team in this matchup. Tyra Black goes big down the line early on Ailey Waters.
Already better.
Yes.
1-0.
Sky-high drop to cut the line.
Waters sends a cannon to Augie, earns the pop-up, and then delivers a thank you very much to Tyra Black, who eats it down the line.
Yeah, dead dinks just can't happen in the AL dub half of the court.
Wow, but you can't do that. Tyra Black, as athletic as they come, showing your prowess there.
My goodness, Category 5 move there. That was awesome. Cannot attack cross court in that spot. Will Howells was on that. There were 3 or 4 of those in the 11-0 run, and Tyra's got to find a way to pick a different spot, even go forward on Anna Leigh. Just a little clunk there, just throw it away. I love rowdiness here. Just tenths of a second late on that decision. Let the ball get a little too low for Augie.
A little wild for Anna Leigh Waters. She knows it. And she looks to the bench with that expression. Tyra Black back to serve.
I mean, do they know there's no degree of difficulty? Like your floor routine isn't harder than everybody else's, so you can get more points? Great pressure from Augie. So find a third. Tyra needs to go back to that 70%. Just, it's not special, but it's not sky high, and they can get in on the 5th. And Augie needs to take a lot of court.
Certainly not that. The antidote for the flash on the 3rd.
Yeah, so if you're going to drive it, not at the dude standing there, not coming forward to his forehand, like you're just begging for that to happen. So third shots need to improve quickly. Overall, I'll be dreaming.
That's a great spot for Augie Ge. Deep to the backhand and a full scramble for Will Howells. Dallas stays within 1. Much better start, as you mentioned, than the 11-0 deficit they had in match 1 this morning in game 3. 4, excuse me.
Lather, rinse, repeat on this. If the 5s can do anything on their serve, I mean, they know exactly what they need to do to get the ball back.
Oh, she found the sideline. Augie Ge's impressed.
And Anna Leigh is yelling, "Who's there?" And the answer is nobody. What a shot. The Tui back behind Tyra.
New toy for Waters. That's good for Augie Ge. The backhand roll from Anna Leigh on the one-handed backhand. Something in development for her.
Yeah, and that toy is rated not quite ready for prime time. I mean, she's hit it a few times, but that isn't the answer. All right, can someone make a third and get to the kitchen here? That'd be no.
How about new?
And that's where the rally scoring, just the weight of it just sits on you, because you're like, golly, we're just giving them points.
Third's a problem on the side of the 5s there, too.
So a very sloppy match, but obviously the Flash much happier with their positioning. Just do something. Get off the ground.
My gosh. Augie. Wow. Annalise says, I'll take care of that. Put a non-sitter away, down the middle, throttled it, and Augie Ge.
And again, complete chaos when serving. The entertainment value is terrific, so keep it up.
10-7.
Nice, Augie. Finds it. Natalie Waters knows that's not the spot on a lefty with the forehand sitting in the middle. He found the sideline. Will Howells gets burned because of it.
She even switched the paddle in her hand to go like, I know better. And Augie made her pay. Okay, better drive.
Ooh.
Okay.
And Dulce is back in contention.
Well, we popped up a mid-court ball, but they were almost to the kitchen.
What a get, but no dice. Will Howells creates the perfect opening.
Yeah, a little off-speed two-way down the line made Augie have to go to a desperate choice.
7-9.
And Will's playing in by far the hardest part of the court right now with that sun just glaring at him. And Tyra will have to deal with that, perhaps after this rally.
Jersey on the brink of the end change. And even Annalise wanted part of the chant.
12-9.
Doubt this crowd's the fifth man on their team.
How fitting.
Blanc has something to say about that. She wants the flash mob to get going on her side.
10-12.
Drop shot. This is a team that hasn't been getting in at all, so let's see if they make them pay.
Oh, they should have and they could have missed a sitter.
I mean,
Tyra Blanc.
The invoice had been
3 was the scoreline there. Uh-oh.
Oh, paddle tap in the kitchen there. Onisha Smith all over it. So Will Howells, not when you see called a lot, it's usually the feet, but the paddle push off from Will, no complaint there, and not surprising. Onisha Smith, one of the best all over it.
Oh my, Leigh earns a pop-up. Will Howells catches it into the net. And we have ourselves a 1-point game.
Looked a lot like the miss from that same position by Tyra on the other side, so that got evened out. Oh dear. And Leigh wants stats because that ball's 2 feet deep.
A little closer margins than the New Jersey Fives would have hoped for in this mixed doubles matchup. Augie Ge and Tyra. Ernie, and cashing in is Annalie Waters right back to the open line.
The get in the middle is so much better than even that great shot she hit, because a two-handed backhand, when you're fading at a 45-degree angle, getting it's one thing, but putting it in a safe place is what's ridiculous about that.
Okay. Still alive, but can't get the overhead back. And Leigh Waters trying to communicate the best she could to her partner to help her out. 2-point game continues. Well done by Augie Ge. Reading the play, reading the situation. Tyra Blanc back to serve. all over it. Beastly from the kitchen.
That is fantastic because he was almost to the other sideline when he hit that last shot. That is not a vert. That's just riding along the kitchen line. That is fantastic movement, lateral movement.
The drive on the third from Waters, chunked into the net by Gunn. Timeout called by the Dallas Flash. The block thickening on Vulcan Championship courts. The Fives need this match, or game, excuse me, to save the match, to extend this to a dream breaker. Dallas could still get out the door in 4, but they need a comeback to do it.
And there's not extra stress of that. Like if this was even before we started as far as each of the individual matchups, there would be a lot more tension with the Clowns. But they set this up to play out this way. It may not be comfortable for all the people wearing red to my right because they're like, we have to win this or it's over. But this is the path they've chosen all year long, Michelle. We're undefeated in Dream Breakers. We're going to set it up. We earned the chance to set the mixed doubles matchups the way we wanted, and here we go. Question is, do Augie and Tyra have one last push here?
I'm in. 17-13.
Where you will.
Oh, got the battle of Howells. And what do you mean by that?
There was a floater through the middle, and Anna Leigh at the last second was like, wait a minute, why am I hitting this ball? And it's wild for Anna Leigh Waters, used to playing with a very subdued goat in Ben Johns, and now dealing with the frenetic energy of Will Howells.
What a play and a combination from Augie Ge. Perfectly played by Blanc on the follow-up.
And that is a play. Anna Leigh is an amazing player, but she ain't tall.
15-17.
Burned it right down at the feet for Augie. He knew it was high, he knew it was going to get punished.
Another struggle to get back in the rally, but they're hanging in there.
Off the tape and a skipper. Roll it back. Dallas continues to stay within 2.
And Anna Leigh again said to her bench, wrong spot. It's like she's so programmed that that must be a righty over there.
Get out of here, Augie. Wow, almost got it. Will Howells had to do everything he could to capture that point.
And then he said, get out of here, Augie. And it had to take a crazy angle. Those short hop pickups on the backhand are fantastic. How do you like me down?
Uh-oh. Ooh, she was on it.
Both teams struggling to win when serving, so a little burst by either team will be the difference here.
17-19.
Oh,
Right
she
on the
played
back
it.
edge. That might have been a little deep.
I thought it was.
Definitely want to see that from the truck.
Yeah. What a great lob from Augie Ge, though. That is deceptive and perfect with location. Love to get another look at it as well. Right on the line. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good play
Perfect.
by Waters. My gosh, you can't get any closer than that. Ge playing with house money on that shot. Chance to tie it here for Dallas. Augie Ge charges through to tie it at 19. Timeout called by Waters.
Everyone with a flash mob jersey on is hoping for. Augie has been fantastic in this match today.
Yeah, sensational performance, especially close out game 4. Waters puts everything on the backhand to take back a 1-point lead.
Yeah, so Tyra gave ground and tried to counter, but just couldn't get that ball down on the ground.
Clean winner again.
I just don't understand the choice there. Just throw it on the ground to Will, especially with the heater that Augie is on right now. Put that ball in front of him and see what he can take.
21-19.
Oh, no.
Deep. A slew of misses after a rock star performance to tie it at 19. New Jersey pulling ahead.
Saw Mark Molthen's got the rally cap on over there with the hat on backwards.
Ooh, the call was wild.
The AI black dot is going to show like slivers here, Michelle.
Oh my. It's as close as it gets, but that contact point is right on the line. Might be the outer half of it, but yep, that's good. And you know what the best part about this is? There's no argument with that.
Everyone in the crowd, the fact that we can
be
show
at peace with it. There's no speculation.
No, and that's what we're getting to, and I love it.
The court is overturned. The ball is in. New Jersey, you lose another free video challenge. They have 1 remaining.
Oh.
Dallas, you have 3 free video challenges remaining. We will resume play with Dallas serving at 20-22.
I love that Onisha, she didn't mean to sass them, but another free challenge is lost there. That was nice.
I was also going to add to that close call replay. It gives closure for the fans here, too, that can see it
100%.
live to say, okay, I feel at peace with that.
20-22.
Oh, boy. Hurricane Tyra Black outplays Waters' defense.
And Anna Leigh went into a spot where a lefty forehand was sitting there waiting for her.
21-22.
That's wide, and Dallas ties it late in game 4. 3 points, and match 2 is theirs.
And just a little extra positioning aggressiveness from Augie. Get beat on your right shoulder, dude. You're lefty. Take over the middle. Impose your will on the clowns, and he is doing it. Can he do it 3 more times?
22-22.
Augie pulls it 23-22.
I mean, there are absolute jumping jacks going on the side of the Flash.
Momentum siding with the Flash. Wow, it seems like everything Augie's touching turns to gold right now, and somehow Annalie puts it away. 23 all. She says she doesn't get nervous in these moments, but I'm willing to bet there's a little bit of nerves.
Oh, yeah. And the fact Augie was just a 10th late of committing to going after that ball and just couldn't get there.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
She is clutch as they come. Annalie Waters gets a break off the tape, but she was willing her way through the points.
Because Tyra handled that ball off the tape really well. I mean, that's down, and most players would have been happy just to bunt that back over, let alone hit a winner at 23 all.
Game point, New Jersey. Annalie pulls it through the middle. To a drink breaker we go, 25-23. It doesn't get any closer than that.
No, and this is when you see a superstar rise at the biggest moments. There are no bigger points. That shot she hit off the net court ball of Tyra is one of the best shots under pressure I have ever seen because of the ramifications of what happens if she ranged. But J-Dub, for his team's confidence, needs to at least get, he cannot go down 1-3 or 0-4 here. This is going to be awesome.
Point one upon us. And a third is chunked into the net. Will Howells will take the first point of the Dream Breaker. Jorja Johnson has several gold titles to his name on the PPA Tour. Making Will Howells try to earn that one. JW gets one back.
That first volley was a lot harder than it looked. Howells hit a great pass.
1-1.
Oh, no. So the spin got J-Dub there. I would love to see him bunt that down the line and make Howells do the running. Tried to go cross up. It's a big rally for momentum here. J-Dub needs it. And we have too many non-players at this late hour on the sideline.
2-1.
Okay. Anisha's taking nothing, as she should.
Wow.
No way.
Painting the sideline is Will Howells' identical start to match one.
Yep.
It was 3-1 in favor of Will Howells. Zane Navratil out for 4 now against Augie Ge in match one. Augie got 3 of the available 4 against Zane in round 1. We'll see what gives here. Zane Navratil back to serve first.
Yeah, then Augie lost the next 4, so let's see if that run continues.
Great volley to the corner from Augie.
And out point 2.
Huge on so many levels there. You don't want 5 in a row on your mind.
2-3.
Big windup and a break off the tape. I think something similar happened in the last match there too. Augie takes 2. 2 more points left between the fellas.
3-3.
Ooh, fumbled return into the bottom of the post. 1 point lead over to Dallas. 1 more point to be played in this sequence.
4-3.
Wow.
Clean sweep from Augie Ge. 4-0 on Navratil. Out comes Annalie Waters against Jorja Johnson. There was no change up here for the Flash. They wanted to keep their batting order the same. Jorja got 3 of 4 in round 1 last match in this scenario. Another strong start gets the opening points.
And that's why I love, put Jorja out there. She's the dynamo of your team. Go down with your best on best. That get.
Lets it fly, and Leigh gets one back. 1-1, 2 more points to be played.
And Leigh had to hit a terrific volley there, stretched out.
4-6.
That's going deep to Waters, keeping Jorja honest at the baseline. 2 points to Annalie Waters. Last point.
5-6.
It's wide, 2-2, the final. Mariana Humberg takes the stage next against Tyra Black. No challenge. That ball
Great
is
effort
wide.
from Augie and Jorja, who both got run over 4-zip when we last saw them on this very court against the very same opponent.
7-5.
It's a lot of positive self-talk at the
Yes.
break. Volley.
Just,
Oh, and still sliding on her way out is Tyra Black. Mari takes the opening point. Tyra sliding in for home base.
just not a good drop volley, but
That was dangerous.
it got away with it.
Nice deep return for Tyra Black. 1 point apiece, 2 more points to be played. End change coming up at 11. Oh my.
Oh,
That one bounced back into the net. That's how much backspin Mari put on the cut return. And a chance to tie it here for the fives on the paddle of Mariana Humberg.
but not into the bar, so no redo there.
Inside out and a beauty. Mari gets the pass. Back to the top of the order we go. Will Howells and JW Johnson come back out for 4 in a tie game scenario, 8-all.
We've solved nothing.
8-8.
Wow, J-Dub with an awesome return and chose to stay back because sometimes your return can be so good you out-hit your movement. He would not have been able to get near the kitchen. That's a great play.
Feathery drop from JW Johnson. He takes 2 and a 2-point lead for his team.
It was 11-9 at the switch earlier today, and if they split the next 2, we will be right where we were about 4 hours ago.
Johnson back to serve. Ooh, JW going big on the third. Just gets robbed at the top of the tape. Will Howells now with a chance to tie it. Last point of the sequence in round 2 between these two players. Deceptive angle from JW Johnson. Will Howells athletic enough to get there. We are tied at 10.
Yeah, J-Dub had the read there, but the ball got low so quickly, up and down. Great job by Will to come back there.
Now Zane Navratil back out against Augie Ge, who swept Zane in the first round, 4-0. How does Zane respond? So far, so good. One better.
Time in. 11-10.
Big return, you called it. Augie evens it out, 1 point apiece.
Just caught the line, and now he'll get to take the net.
Oh no, oh Zane goes down. Oh, he's okay. Pops back up.
I mean,
Players flying into the boards today.
I mean, that's the width of this court gives you that opportunity, but you want to talk about laying it on the line. And you want to talk about gladiator Ge, as I called him earlier. What a serve, and then stepping up here. Can he get 3 in a row?
12-11.
Off the tape again.
3-in-1 for Augie Ge. Out comes Annalie Waters to try and be the hero for her team against Jorja Johnson, who's been rock solid in this matchup. They split 2 points even in the first rotation. Waters back to the board, and Jorja takes the first point.
Yeah, tentative return from Annalie, almost didn't get over. And Jorja took full advantage.
14-11.
Waters into the net. Jorja takes 2. 4-point cushion for the Dallas Flash. New Jersey has 1 timeout available in this match. At a title, it would require another match win over the Fives if they can pull it out here. 2 more points to be played in this sequence. Annalie comes up with a monstrous pass after Leigh Waters commanded the timeout called at that moment. 1 more point left. The best Waters can do is get her team within 2. Nice. Ooh, it's out. Jorja Johnson puts the team on her back. 3 points out of 4. She captures over Annalie Waters.
And that's 6 out of 7 since the switch, Michelle. What a response from the Flash. And again, remember, the Fives have never lost a dream breaker.
16-12.
Tyra against Mari now. Inside out pass. Tyra Black in full command.
And this is a place I would rather be serving, so I can just tee off instead of having to hit a good return. So Mari's even in a less desirable position walking out there.
Another pass. Tyra takes the second. 2 more points to be played. Dallas needs 3 to take match 2.
18-12.
It's deep on the return. Tyra Black putting her team in the closing position. 1 more point.
19-12.
It's wide. Mari gets 1. And that's all that Zane Navratil feels like they need. He's still instilling that belief on his side. Will Howells comes out against J.W. Johnson. No room for error on the side of the Fives. J.W. Johnson could be the closer for the Dallas Flash.
13-19.
Oh my, it's in. Will takes 1.
Wow, the net cords have not gone the way of the Clowns, and I thought, oh my, here's another one. And Howells comes up with a miracle stab that stayed in.
14-19.
Skipper off the tape, throws off the timing for Howells. J.W. Johnson earns match points on his side, trying to deliver the first Dreambreaker loss of the year to the Fives.
2014.
Missed third. Will Howells under full pressure. Chance to collect 3, and out comes Zane and Augie after that. 3-point here for New Jersey. Dallas has to win it on their serve.
19-20.
Just wide is the call. J.W. Johnson collects 2, and Zane Navratil comes out in a severe underdog situation. Augie Ge has collected 7 of the available 8 in 2 rounds. And Augie Ge now has match point number 2 on his side.
2015.
It's good. Augie Ge clutching the playoffs for the Dallas Flash. And we are going to a tie-break match number 3.
Michelle's got a whole mess of flash around her. They are fired up. Take it away, Michelle.
They are, Dave. Jorja, we have to start with you. A monstrous performance. You did a lot of the heavy lifting there in the Dream Breaker. Let's be honest. You had a matchup against Anna Leigh Waters, and you came away with the edge. What was your mentality heading into that Dream Breaker? Why did you believe in yourself in that moment?
I just told myself, you know, you're never going to win if you don't believe. So I just went in with all the confidence I could muster, and my crowd back here definitely helped, and they were talking to me the whole time, and super thankful to everyone who came out to cheer for us and cheer against us, because it all fires us up and it all makes us play better.
And Augie, you did some heavy lifting as well. I think you got 7 of the available 8 leading into that 3rd round against Zane Navratil, and you closed it out. Bring me into the final touch in that Dream Breaker moment when your team secured a match 2 win and you knew your team is going to a 3rd. What's the experience courtside?
Well, we just can't draw it up any better. This is just so much fun, and glad I could get that winning point for the team. And we're super pumped for Game 3.
JW, why did you believe in this team to push this to a 3rd deciding match in this final series?
Yeah, I'm just super excited to be on this team. I believe in all the players here, and I'm just super grateful to be here playing with them all, and I'm excited to be in the finals.
Tyra, first chance at a title here tonight against the same team. How do you regroup and re-strategize against the same team heading into a match 3?
Just going to get some food and rest up, I think. Not too many strategy changes, probably just a few little things, but that's it. Just got to rest up right now.
All right, it all comes down to a match 3 performance in the finals. Doesn't get better than this, Dave.
No, it doesn't.